Life is a game of tarot. My name is Maraea. Welcome. This pick a card set of readings is your breakthrough portal to find you in time, no matter where you are. This is one of the readings that has been created during the Crossroads of Destiny Portal. A moment in time preceding the locking in place, if you like, of timelines. Well, according to the version of astrology that I've seen. I mean, you don't have to make that true for you necessarily. But if it is true for you, and you are or have been struggling, just know that during the period of time in 2025, this point in time, we came into Lionsgate. And those of us who were sensitive to energy really experienced a thinning of the veils. I think everybody did. I'd be surprised to find people that weren't impacted through Lionsgate. And following Lionsgate, we went into the Crossroads of Destiny, which was an invitation for people to choose themselves, choose their highest timeline, their soul's true nature and purpose, a life they love, and their full authentic self-expression. Now, for anybody who missed the call, and who's found, and if that's you and you found a way here, just know that it has been my intention with certainly this set of readings and anything that you find in the Eye of the Needle playlist to provide you with a portal or a window into that energy. These readings hold that energy of this point in time. So, yeah, regardless of whether you are coming for a window in time or whether you're simply looking for clarity and insight, as with all readings, I would say, take on board what suits you, especially what suits you at a soul level. When you're checking in with your inner knowing, and don't take on board anything that puts you in a space of fear. Okay, and if you are facing a moment of limitation or of restriction, just know that the ability for you to make an assumption that contradicts your current reality is always available to you, as is a choice to experience something other than what you're currently experiencing, followed by action aligned with that choice. Okay? Alright, that said, I think it's time we dived into the readings, so let's go back. And I say let's go back because I've recorded this intro some days after the last read, which is, I think, group number 3, which is, was recorded some days after the first 2 reads. This one is definitely spread out over, I think, maybe 3 weeks. You'll find the timestamp in description for your group. And don't forget, by the way, that with this series, like the others in this time period, that you will be invited to test your intuition with the charms, but hopefully I've explained in the intro for each video what you need to do. Okay, alright, gonna send you on your merry way now. We'll see you in your reading. Group number 1, welcome to your read. My name is Maraea. Life is a game of tarot. The theme, what is your current breakthrough? And the questions that we're asking in this reading is number 1, what is your current vibe? Number 2, what is your breakthrough? And number 3, what is your power move? In this reading, your current vibe. I'm sorry for whatever it is that you're dealing with. Saying that because the 3 of Swords is sitting here and we have this person in pain. And I just want to acknowledge your pain and whatever it is you're working through. I'm going to go through and I'm going to read these. I might double back, okay, depending on what it is that comes up as I'm reading through these cards. So in the breakthrough, we've got the Emperor here, and it talks about I get this vibe of taking on the world. I mean, like he's clearly, I mean, to me, he's sitting, it's not a globe. It looks like Mars, actually, to be honest, which fits because it's the Emperor. And the Emperor is aligned with Aries. So, like, he's taking on the world, I guess, he's sitting comfortably here on Mars, obviously. But there is something, the Emperor is a boss, and he does take charge, and he's very comfortable in this world of his, in this element. And quite interesting, I've never noticed this about the Emperor, but he's got a bell in his hands, or what looks like a bell. I'm not sure that it is. Actually, no, do you know what it is? This is a chess piece. And it looks like a bishop, which moves in straight lines. Interesting. So, when we're looking at, what is the breakthrough? What is shifting or asking to be seen? What is asking to be seen is your capacity. And I'm going to say in spite of the environment, because this is the first time I've looked at this card and gone, yeah, I don't really like this environment. It's kind of dry. Like we have this goat's head on the wall, and the wall itself has kind of got cracks in it, obviously in the desert. And it's not that I don't like mesa biomes. It's not that I don't like mesa houses, or like the what are they called, the desert houses, because they're super cool, but I'm just not digging this vibe at all. So it's like we, in spite of our environment, in spite of the, like for me, like a lack of art, a lack of warmth. And it's weird because like this is obviously in a warm terrain, but there's a distinct lack of warmth. In spite of that, this person here is thriving. They're thriving where they're relaxed and able to appreciate this environment. It's so funny because even his, the way he's sitting, he's making the most of the situation. Because to me, it doesn't look that comfortable. It looks like he's almost about to fall off the side. But no, he's even balanced on one leg. He's quite comfortable. So, there's a sense here of making the most of one's situation. That's the breakthrough. So, I'm going to say something about gratitude here. I think this is going to be a fast read, which is going to be unusual, but it is what it is. Like, it's funny because, as I started to read this, I was like, oh my God, why am I powering through this? Apart from the fact that I wanted to do fast reads, why am I barreling through this? Even when sitting here with the Three of Swords, normally I'd be sitting here and working this through with you. I just feel there's not the necessity or the need to do that. So, if I find I change my mind getting over here, then I will come back and talk about this a bit more. I feel like there's something there to be said. There's something more to be said about this, but yeah, let's see what happens. The power move, your next aligned step. is the Six of Cups. And, you know, the Six of Cups, this one I'm definitely going to go for clarification on. Your next aligned step has to do with, I mean, I'm seeing nostalgia and sentimental value. Knight of Wands. There's something, you know, obviously something from the past, whether it's past memories or whether it is playing something out that has come from the past. We have the Ace of Wands and the High Priestess. There's something here that's giving both nostalgia and passion. Let's adjust this. Yeah. Adjust this. It's just that light is pretty hard core shining on this. Okay, no, we're just going to let it go. Right, that's fine. So, you see, what I'm seeing right here, we've got this pair of hands, and up out of this pair of hands is this wand, and there's fire coming off the top of it. There's something here that is something with this past, this nostalgia that is providing passion and providing, it's like inspiration. And we've got all of this heat here, so interesting. Like, this is definitely fire territory. I mean, the Emperor, Emperor, and especially having mentioned the Aries influence here. I'm seeing it again over here. There's something about getting on the horse. And, you know, again, like, it's so funny because I'm like, what's with this Knight of Wands? This Knight of Wands here is, like, fully got a mask on. Doesn't look that comfortable. His horse is, because he's like fully suited, I see. Almost on parade here. But yeah, there's something about this that I'm finding really interesting. I'm like, what? Why is it? There's something I'm like, this is going to be for you to know, probably. And maybe why I'm not going beneath the surface, because it's like I'm not that I'm restricted from going beneath the surface, but energetically it's almost like it's not necessary. Like, there's an outer layer here, if I was to put it another way. And maybe that's why this High Priestess is appearing here, and maybe that's the point. So with all of this, like all of this fire here, and then right at the tail end we have the High Priestess, who's basically just lifted out of the water. But water is her element. Or one of them. Water and the moon. Actually, I'm like seeing water, the moon, and air. But yeah, definitely water and definitely the moon. But yeah, it's like you're going to find your answers by going back into the past. You're going to find alignment by looking back into your memories. It's going to reinvigorate you. And going to give you the inspiration you need. But it's also going to open up something else for you here with this High Priestess. And that for you is a journey. And I think that's why I'm not inclined to dig into this Three of Swords. Or why I haven't yet. Because I think this is for you to know. Okay. This she-wolf, I'm going to read this. And I'll just see whether I'm still called to like hold my position on this Three of Swords. It's so interesting because normally I want to go and look into that, and I really feel like it's like, no, it just breaks on. So I'll read this she-wolf and then we'll see where we're at. Unleash the wild wolf within. Oh my God, I know what this is saying. So at the moment I'm big on expression of grief and moving of emotion. And this she-wolf card for me, unleash the wild within. For me it's talking about, and it clearly says this, unleash the wild. It's clearly talking about the expression of your primal nature in some way. And for me what that looks like is literally howling. Howling at the moon. And it's like we're seeing this woman coming out of this wolf's mouth. Is it a wolf or a bear? I think it's a wolf. That would make sense, right? It's just that, the painting itself looks like a bear. But it's the moment before she actually opens her mouth to roar, or either that or it's after she's done that, the howling. And also there is, for some reason I'm seeing the inward expression of that. So interesting. But yeah, I would say if you have the opportunity to open your mouth and to actually express the primal side of yourself verbally. Obviously, check your surroundings because you don't want somebody calling the police to find out who's being murdered. I think hopefully I'm not going to have to edit that out. No, I'll just leave it. But yeah. Check your surroundings, but otherwise if you have the opportunity, or where you have the opportunity, allow yourself to express, allow yourself to do that howling or that crying, let it give way to whatever comes up for you, because it's going to help release this. And when we see this woman here, like screaming, and honestly, it's one of the most cathartic things that you can do, is to let that out. What starts as rage, because it does give way to acceptance. In the tears themselves is a profundity that, I don't know, it's like it's such a magical process. To anyone who knows how to cry, if you're watching this, if you know how to actually do that, to do that, if you're well practiced, good for you. But this is just something I've had to learn to do this year for the first time, just because I was taught not to. So yeah, I'm a very late comer to that to that party, but like fully recognizing the value in it. So yeah, but within that, what I'm seeing here is in this process of releasing, in this process of making the most, like actually making the most like a boss of the environment that you're in. Like to the point that you're owning that environment, where you might not necessarily feel that comfortable in it, but you're like, well, if I'm going to be here, I'm going to own it. I'm going to own it. And this could be talking to your actual environment, or it could be talking to your inner world as well. So your outer world or your inner world, but owning it. And in the owning of it, like I said, you'll find your breakthrough there. And going, well, this is it. This is where I'm at. And I think, like what I'm getting now is a yes. And now that we're owning it, we can start to terraform, start to transform. Because like I said, all of this energy, which is kind of strange for the Six of Cups, that, even the Six of Cups is quite red, right? It's quite red. It's like, for me, there's no green here. There's new life that is waiting to be realized. So make your way through this process. I hope this is making sense, by the way. But make your way through this process. And alongside of this, reaching into the past for inspiration, right? And I think it's got to do with heart connection and reconnecting with your own heart, and like looking back into the past to see what it was that lit you up as a child, what it is that made you happy, the moments along the way that made you happy, that gave you fulfillment, that made you feel connected with yourself and your inner child, I would say. And your, the innocent joyfulness, or that made you feel more at home with yourself. I hope this is resonating. So, pick one or pick all. That energy is going to inspire you, get you back on your horse, but in a way where you're like, I'm happy to put this armor on. I'm happy to put this, normally when we're talking about masks is because we're hiding something. It's not the case in this case. What we're doing is we're like, well, if I'm going to be here, I'm going to be here. And I'm going to be here on my terms. And this is what I'm doing. And I'm going to make something fun of this. Something, we're going to gamify this. Right? And I'm going to do it my way. And this is my way. But in that process of reaching back in, not only are you going to reinvigorate and re-inspire yourself, but you're also going to open up your channels, your channels and your intuitive channels. And I think because of this process here of unleashing this wild, it's one of the things that's going to open up your channels, so that you're able to communicate with yourself in a way perhaps that you might not have been doing, well, here, because of the blocks. This energy here is see this, it's like a wasteland in the back here. And it's almost like I'm seeing another side of this, this desert that this emperor is in. Well, this emperor has, is in this place here and gone, screw it, I'm here. I'm going to own this. I'm going to get back on my horse and find within myself now this water, this, whatever is sitting in my intuition here, that it's funny because I can't say real water, makes no sense at all, but like I can see it in my mind, like I can see this emperor's desert becoming a paradise. And I'm reminded like of the Persian, God, he's not a Persian emperor, but one of my favourite characters, Persian characters, is Cyrus the Great. And I'm pretty sure it was him who created this amazing, I want to say metropolis, but I know that's not right, but it was an empire, and in the middle of the desert, it was like, well, it was an oasis, but an empire that was like trees of green, probably not roses, but roses too, and so on and so forth. So yeah, but that I see that not in here, but I see it as part of the succession from this place here. So yeah, I don't need to read this card. that is the answer, is that you will take ownership. I'm just going to say this one more time. You're going to take ownership of where you're at. Now I think you're ready. Express whatever grief or whatever rage is still sitting here, because it's going to help you connect with this aspect, this deep aspect of yourself that is connected with all that is able to read beyond the superficial or the surface level, and at that same time create this rich inner life that gives way to external growth. Along the way, you're going to be tracking back into the past and bringing forward from the past what gives your life meaning and purpose and fulfillment. Right? That's what I see here, group number 1. Is there anything else that we need to add on? I think I want to do, how are we doing for time? Let me just check that. 26. Actually, you know what? No, I think, no, we are. We are going to do one more card. It is going to be a crystal card. Is it a crystal card? Crystal card or fairies? Oh, it's a fairies card. Let's do fairies. And then we'll wrap this up with the charms and done. I'm actually really appreciating the aesthetic. Oh, look at this. We've got some more yellow, oh my god, and some more brown here. Okay. I'm just putting this up because I just want to fully appreciate the colour and the aesthetic. Okay, where's the book? Did I get the book? Oh, where's the book at? Oh, come on now. Right, well. We're like, I know this is going to have something really worthwhile. So, here we go. Okay. Awesome. Be honest with yourself. Let's read that. But what I will say here, with this on the bottom of the deck, right? It's definitely, I don't feel like it's a card that we need to go to the book for, but I definitely see this theme going on here, where there is this, like the world is sepia toned, right? If you don't relate to this, and I would be surprised to find you still here, because that is what I'm seeing with this, this energy here. And once you take ownership, like I said, of that, you can then basically start to bring that world back to life. And I think I summed that up really nicely when I closed out the tarot read, so I'm not inclined to want to go back into it. But that's what I see here. It is sepia toned, but there is water here, and you doing these steps that I've said is going to bring that world back to life and into colour. Okay? So be honest with yourself. This card indicates that you're hiding your true feelings and aren't being forthright about an important topic. The fairies urge you to admit your true feelings to yourself. Alright, do you feel stuck, depressed, tired, angry, or irritable? These are symptoms that arise when we're dishonest with ourselves. Maybe you feel that you can't afford to be honest with yourself and that you don't have a choice. This card isn't asking you to make any radical life changes or have a confrontation with another person. However, it is urging you to admit your true feelings to yourself. One easy way to get in touch with your true feelings is by going outside and engaging in a silent conversation with the fairies, who live amidst the flowers, the trees, and the grass. Even if you can't yet see or hear the fairies, mentally tell them everything that you're thinking, feeling, and experiencing these days. Ask them to help you get in touch with your deepest feelings. The fairies love to hold a mirror up to us so that we can see and admit the truth. And the affirmation here is, it is safe for me to be honest with myself and others. I speak my truth with love. Alright, so it is safe to be honest with others, and getting honest with yourself. Like I said, I know it's a theme, right? So I'm going to trust that you've got this. Group number 1. I'm going to place this over here. And I think, is there something about this as well that needs to be said? There's something, there's something here about the unfolding mystery. Right? Go deeper, right? Go deeper. Go deep. That's it. Go deep. Go deep. This is where this is taking you. I'm at the risk of saying the same thing that I've just said before, so I'm going to zip it, and I'm just going to bring out the charms and trust that you got the message. Okay, so let me just pull this down here. Oh my God, I love this aesthetic. It's so nice. Oh, if you didn't, oh my God, it's not too late, right? Let me just hide this and trust that you are listening rather than seeing. If you've already seen what's here, then I'm sorry. But take a moment, right? Just pause the video and take a moment to allow an image to come to mind, into your mind's eye. And when I'm talking about image in mind's eye, that doesn't have to be presented with a literal image. It could be a knowing. Right? Could be a word, could be a sound. Whatever it is for you. Okay, now I'm pulling my hand back. In here I have Star-Lord. Okay, so there's a letter B. Star-Lord. What does one say? Nothing. This once was a peg that held something that's not there anymore. I'm more interested in knowing how you feel. Okay, you know what? I know this is a charm, and we are, well, it's in the charms. It's not necessarily a charm per se. But what I'm seeing here is a meaning as well that relates to this. I'm more interested in knowing how you feel is basically a punctuation on this reading, where it's like, yeah, you might be more interested in knowing how other people feel, but really, it's time to go into your feelings. Okay? We've got the number 1, and I'm also seeing 2, 3, and 6. What is this? We have a flower. We have a set of scissors. We have the world. We have a girl here with a flower in her hair. She looks a little perturbed, would be the word I would use. It's not quite cross, but just a little bit confused. And we have a music note, the letter X. A friend is coming, so you might have seen friend. Know your worth. Oh, kiwi. The letter N. We have looks like a 4-leaf clover, actually. And could be a fern frond as well. The letter T. We have a cross. We have a ballerina. We have another peg which has nothing on it. So a couple of pegs here. Could be washing on the line as well. We have R and H. We have H. We have D. A change of plans is likely. Share your passion with the world. Like, this is coming in here. Oh, letter E as well. It's got letters on the back. No, just that one. Throat here. You might, I don't know. I don't know if this is just me, or you might find yourself like, I don't know, facing some truth here about yourself. And I'd say, like, beyond, if you find that it's uncomfortable, look beyond the discomfort. Allow the discomfort to pass and see the truth, right? And the truth is that actually there's so much depth here and so much capacity to take charge of your whole world and walk like Cyrus the Great. Let's put it that way. If you don't know who that is, look him up. Look up Cyrus the Great and see what he did. I'm pretty sure it was him that created this incredible empire. I'm seeing here. It's a cult symbology. I'm seeing oh God, why can I never remember the name of it? A scepter, at the top of a scepter, and like papal, P-A-P-A-L, headwear, a deer with antlers, wings, a hand, and holding up arrows that are pointing both east and northeast. Okay, I'm an emotional mess. Okay, so it's interesting because not only have we had stuff coming out here, and like it's funny because like I was literally dumping them out before I even gave you instructions to take a moment. So it may well be that this is mostly punctuation. You might have opted not to do the intuition check. Maybe. And, do feel free to enlighten me in comments if you feel so inclined. Set of socks here. Yellow socks. They look like they could be rugby socks. And the letter C. Okay? And that's what I have for you, group number 1. That's what I have for you. Okay? That is your reading. Thank you very much for being here with me and helping me enjoy my purpose, which is reading in this moment, and for you on your highest timeline, in alignment with your soul's true nature and purpose, your full authentic self-expression and a life you love. Alright, all the best on your journey, and we'll look forward to seeing you in the next read. Alright, bye for now. Group number 2, welcome to your reading. Life is a Game of Tarot. My name is Maraea. Group number 2, this is a voiceover. As I've gone through your edit, I found myself being not only distracted by the superfluous chatter as I was drawing cards and whatnot, but I found myself sleepy and tired. Obviously I've gone through and edited out everything that is superfluous and extraneous, but I think the point is that if you also are experiencing your day-to-day life filled with distraction that is making you tired, perhaps review that. You might find some value in editing anything that might be making you tired that is a distraction. You might find value in that as well. It's worth focusing on what is important to you. It's worth looking at what you want and really focusing on that. That said, I've now completed the edits on your reading group number 2, and I'm really happy with it. Enjoy. The theme today is, what is your current breakthrough? And I'm going to draw a card now for awesome. Mountain, stand your ground. This is the card just to anchor our read. I'll come back to it probably at the end. What is the energy around group number 2? Okay, we've got Ace of Cups and 7 of Swords. Let me just pull these down so we can see them. No, that's not helping. What about there? How about that? Can we see them now? Wow. It's just like blinded by the light. Okay, you know what, that's enough. So we've got the Ace of Cups, 7 of Swords, in terms of the current vibe, the energy around you. Now, it was in reverse. They both were in reverse, but in this instance, I'm going to read them as an energy, with them being in reversed, especially with the Ace of Cups, and together with the 7 of Swords. It's like a suppressed emotion. So there's emotion here. There's the capacity for heart expansion here, and to have this cup overflowing. It's like, really love the symbology here. It's funny because I don't usually use Rider-Waite. This is the first time I've noticed this in this particular deck. But I'm seeing this dove, right? The dove into the cup. Never noticed this before. And on that, there's a disc that is in the dove's mouth, and it's dropping the disc. And the disc has got the cross on it, and it's dropping that disc into the cup, which is creating this overflow of emotion. So with the 7 of Swords here, there's a little bit of a disconnect emotionally for some reason. I'm not sure what that is. We'll find out soon. Maybe. But with the Seven of Swords, there's been an energy here perhaps of evasion, evading or suppressing or hiding emotions, something along those lines. And this energy is, for me, is in flux. It's in the state of changing. So, we could be talking about changing where you are allowing your cup to be filled. I'm talking about spiritual cup, right? Emotional cup, to be filled by Spirit, to be filled by God, or to be filled by whatever it is that connects you with higher purpose, higher state of being. Okay, so breakthrough point. I may come back here, we'll see. Okay, so interesting. Breakthrough point. What is shifting or asking to be seen here? So we've got the Three of Cups and the Five of Swords. This may, this is an interesting combination, right? We've got the Three of Cups, and typically the Three of Cups. God, and we've got the Hangman on the bottom of the deck. Typically for me, the Three of Cups represents celebration, with friends, friendship, joy found in friendship. But it can also with a third cup here. And especially where the Five of Swords is concerned, represent some conflict. And I think with this Hanging Man here, there's taking another look at the situation to see, well, what is here? What is this? I think, and when we're talking about breakthrough, this is what I'm seeing here, is the perspective that is being gained by seeing whatever is here to be seen. I'm actually gonna expand on this one. This is what's shifting or asking to be seen. I'm going to clarify this. It's so funny. I've just had this is an external event that has just taken my attention. Like in this moment, my attention has been completely stolen from the reading, and I'm like, I'm gonna take this as an energetic, a sign, because generally what happens in a reading is, I find, is significant to the read. So you might find your attention being split here. You might be dealing with competing interests in terms of your relationships. Now, it doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. We could be talking about friendships. We could be talking about family. But what I'm seeing here is competing or conflicting interests. So, can we just draw out, are we able to get specific here? Or more specific? Nine of Cups. Two of Wands in reverse. I see here? Okay, all right. I'm being asked to have a closer look at the Three of Cups. So I'll do that in a moment. I'm just going to see what else comes out here. Okay. So, see this? We've got this Ace of Cups again. And again, we've got this dove symbology up here. Right? The dove with the cross. We've got the Three of Swords here. The Two of Wands. And I'm just going to place this here. So the breakthrough, right? When we're asking what the breakthrough is, what's shifting or asking to be seen. Whatever the conflicting interests are here. Like we've got this contrast of, which is so interesting. So up the top here, we've got the Nine of Cups and the Ace of Cups, which together make the Ten of Cups. We have this really, really good juju. And then on the bottom here, we're asking, what direction are we going in? And like, what pain? Why is there still pain here? Or why is there pain here? And so it's so interesting. Can you see how this has been laid out? I haven't done this intentionally. It's just what's happened is we have the Three of Cups. We've got this joy up the top here. But underneath, we've got the Five of Swords, the Two of Wands in reverse, and the Three of Swords. And it's like this hanging man here is looking at... Can we see this? Far out, man. I love how tarot works. Like... I love how it presents itself to me. So we can see the hanged man here, right? Oh my God, it's sliding all over the place. And where he's sitting is he's seeing what's down here. And I think this is the breakthrough. It's not take another look and see the pain. It's take another look. Like what you're seeing, like, okay, here's the thing, right? If you're seeing only good stuff, you're being asked to see what's underneath. Like, especially if there's some sort of stickiness here. If you're only seeing the conflict, only seeing the pain, not seeing the pathway forward, but your heart is in this friendship or this relationship, it's asking you to see the joy that's there. In any case, there's a whole there's a whole balancing there's a whole balancing act that's needed here. Something about gaining this perspective, right? The truth is in the middle here. Like you can, and there's something about the weighing up, seeing where you want to place yourself. I think, there's even though we've got the Ace of Cups here, like I get a distinct disconnection, right? We've got these people here. This Nine of Cups, he's not smiling. She's like looking over here. What is she looking at? She's looking at the hanged man. And, she's deep in thought. She's got spirit here wanting to place into the cup, but she's like completely somewhere else. And then we've got these Three of Cups here, and let's now have a look at this. They're in their own little worlds. So it's really interesting. So they're not actually working together. It's not like they're working against each other, but they're not actually working together. And so there's this overall feeling of like the cups should be, there should be a feeling of joy. But where's the joy? I think what needs to happen here is this has to be integrated. Whatever is sitting back here in terms of like conflict, in a conflict, I would say, and I'm always going to say, start with yourself. Where's the conflict within? How is that? And what direction do you want to actually take? Right? There's a choice here. even he's like, this Two of Wands, man, it's very serious. It's serious business. He's got the world in his hands. And it's like, it's almost like a sense of burden here. I have to make a decision. Well, like, I don't know why I have to, but I guess I have to. That's the kind of vibe I've got here. And then we've got this Three of Swords, which is not quite feeling the pain. It's like this Three of Swords trips me out because it's like, we don't have a clear image of pain. What we have is three swords going through this mind here. This person's feet is on fire and they don't even know it. They can't feel it. Damn it. Group number 2. Okay, we've got a clear disconnect from feelings here, right? And here, this is what this is saying to me now. We've got all this stuff under the surface, right? There's all of this stuff under the surface, and if you didn't watch group number 1, you know what, this is the first time I haven't done like a ton of readings, but this is the first time I think I found myself saying this. If you watch group 1, go back and watch it because it might be relevant to you. But yeah, there is stuff under the surface. It needs to be looked at, right? And integrated. I'm not saying that it's a problem within whatever this is, this friendship here or this relationship. But like, it will allow you to work out what direction you want to go in with this, and B, allow you to, well, to resolve whatever is back here, right? So that you can feel the flames. Like I see no emotion being released here. I see these swords going through the mind. But there's a disconnect with the heart. Okay? So that's what I'm saying. I'm saying, whew. The cups might be feeling like they're empty. The way that they're going to get filled here is by addressing what's sitting back there. Does that make sense? Group number 2. Hopefully it does. And up the top here with the Ace of Cups, what you'll find is when there's this, you know, when you stop running from your feelings, right? Your feelings for, I'm going to say, your own feelings with yourself. I mean, it could relate to another person or other people, but, you know, like it always, always, always starts with self. So I'm going to pull out your power move. I haven't done that yet. Let's do that. Which cards am I using for power move? Which deck? I'm going to go with Life is a Game. What is your power move? What is your aligned next step? Group number 2. Justice. And, oh, beautiful. Love it. And on the bottom of the deck, we've got Wheel of Fortune. This is awesome. And I'm just seeing Knight of Cups here. Yeah, beautiful. So, okay. Your aligned next step with Justice here. It's about, like, we've got the another expression of this Two of Pentacles, right? We've got the, you know, represented in the major arcana, and giving to yourself both integrity, justice, and also Paired with this, what I'm seeing, paired with this Wheel of Fortune, what I'm seeing is your dharma, right? Giving yourself your dues, right? Your what it is you actually, I'm going to say deserve, especially paired with this card here, which is the title card in this deck, where it's like you've got the opportunity to step into this world, right? You're standing at the portal, you're standing at the opening. Are you going to walk through? That's the question I'm getting asked here. Like, we've got this guy with his back to us, and he's like looking into, looking right in the middle of this portal, and we've got 10-10 on either side here. It's like, and there's something about new beginnings. The spinning of the wheel is a factor, right? But also, what is a factor is what it is you're choosing. How in integrity is it with your true self? And then over here, are you giving yourself permission? And if not, I would ask you, why not? Why are you not giving yourself permission to go where your soul, right, where your soul wants to take you, in alignment with destiny and also with, well, I'm going to say divine timing. But that's your power move. Your power move is to embody this, the energy of justice, and to actually give yourself permission. To give yourself permission. I actually want to read this Stand Your Ground card. Oh, there we go. Hold firm to what you believe in or are focusing on, because it is absolutely right. Know that heaven and earth are supporting you. Mountains are strong and wise. They are rooted deep in the earth and reach high into the sky. They've been where they are for thousands of years. They've been home to animals. They've been climbed by humans. They've been home to animals, and they've been climbed by humans, and they've seen seasons come and go. No matter what has happened to them, they've remained strong, immovable, and unshakable, and so they offer the spiritual energies of strength and resilience. The extended message here is mountain energy is powerful because it's firmly rooted in the Great Mother and reaches high to the Great Father. If you're feeling challenged or pressured at this time, know that your spirit is more powerful than you think. You are resilient and grounded, and the energy of air and of the mountains is giving you the unshakable strength to be who you are. Take time to root yourself deeply in the energy of the earth before welcoming in the energies of heaven. If you're not sure what you need to do next, the Mountain card invites you to stay exactly where you are. Talk things over with those around you, and know that change will come to you. You will be whole and well at the end of this current situation, and it will not stand in the way of your future growth and expansion. Right, so, yeah. So group number 2. I'm going to wrap up this reading by saying a couple of things. 1. Whatever it is you're seeing, allow yourself to see the other side of the picture. Integrate what needs to be integrated. Understand that your breakthrough in this situation where you might be suppressing your feelings or feeling numb, emotionally numb, the breakthrough for you is coming when you stand in your own integrity, the integrity of your soul, knowing that there's a support here with destiny, with divine timing, and also as a part of your breakthrough, give yourself a permission to walk through the doors that you're standing in front of that are aligned with this energy here of justice and of destiny. And if you knew you were supported by the universe, what would you do? Right? And as we just read here, know that. Did it say you are the mountain? I think it said something along those lines. You are resilient and grounded, and the energy and air of the mountains is giving you the unshakable strength to be who you are. Right. You are supported. Alright, you are supported. Know that you can walk forward and that you have the strength to do whatever it is that is making you feel in this moment numbed out and as though there's something else here or here that is maybe still in the process of being seen by you. Okay? Alright? To me this is very positive. It's just a case of walking, like I said, walking through the door, if you can look at this as an adventure, this is basically the start of the deck, and this character here goes on to have this incredible adventure, and it's well supported, this gateway, right? It's well supported. It's one that is aligned with, as I said, call it Dharma. Okay? Group number 2, that is your reading. I trust you got value out of it, and if you have any questions, feel free to throw them in chat. Group number 3, I almost forgot, but luckily I remembered before I packed this up. We need to do your charms, so if you haven't already, take a moment right now, pause the video if you need to allow an image to come to your mind's eye, an image, a feeling, a knowing, a sound. Allow it to come to your mind's eye. Because I'm about to pull the charms that I have sitting here. And if this is coming from out of left field, I do apologise. I meant to talk about it at the start of the read, and I didn't. But this is the readings are also an opportune moment to test your own intuition, which actually I thoroughly enjoy. So, yeah, do take a moment to allow a vision to come to mind, and pause, because I'm about to empty this container of charms and surprise us both. Actually, I'm going to play as well, so I'm going to just take a second. Okay, cool. Alright. So this crocodile, what's up with this crocodile? It's come out in just about every single read. I'm going to take these charms, and because I definitely dug to the bottom, I'm going to take these charms and I am going to put them aside so that I give the other charms an opportunity to be seen. Okay, so what we have here is this is a deer. It's like Bambi. Then we have we have a 4-leaf clover again. That's cool. We had one in the last one as well. With the letter S, the letter R. We have a sun here. On the back of the sun is made with a smile. We have a guitar. We have a peace sign. The letter T. We have a butterfly. The word sweet. We have a leaf. The letter O. A key. Here, crocodile. The letter O. A wheel. The letter A and the letter L. We have the Eiffel Tower. Seahorse. Key. Is that grapes? Yes, it is. The word reach, the word road, the word idea. We have a snail. We have a heart. A butterfly. Cat. Another leaf. Amazing. An owl. A Mickey Mouse key, the letter K. Well, we've got Mickey Mouse twice. Oh, that's interesting to me. We have a fish here, and this is a keyring actually, and a bow. This is a keyring representing well, it's got a fish on the back, but it's like a fishing, this is a fish, but it's also representing a fishing place. It's an island. It says mai pupuaruhe ki Motiti, which means from a historical place here in the town I live to Motiti, which is an island. But this place here is really significant in our history. Motiti is an island, and they love to fish, and they have a lot of seafood. And we have another deer here, and we have the letter M or W, and then we have a shift in perception is needed, which is what was on the back of that deck, which I'll put away now. And friendship. Your friendship will provide this connection with a solid foundation. Yeah. All right. That is all. That is all group number 2. Have a fantastic week, and talk to you again soon. Bye for now. Group number 3, welcome to your reading. My name is Maraea. What is your current breakthrough? Fun fact. This group is being read for 8 days after I started this set of readings. We are still, by the way, in the Crossroads Portal, the Crossroads of Destiny Portal. And so if you're finding this reading and you have been experiencing any restriction, any or finding things hard going or tough, use this moment, this reading, because we're doing it inside of this portal, use it to take the portal in time. So, say we are in the portal, the Crossroads of Destiny portal now, and you find this reading in a few months' time and you're still struggling, use this moment in time to leap forward. Okay, so now I think that the reason that I'm saying that, I'm probably going to actually add this into the intro as well. It's something that I realised that is is probably why I have been so active with readings through this period. And when I say active, I mean active as far as I'm concerned, and where I'm me personally, where I'm concerned. Yeah, and also I think why I'm mentioning it with your reading is because this has been about the third or fourth restart. Again, the thing that I get perhaps with your group is that there's a good chance that you've had to, may have experienced stop, start. You may have experienced having to persevere through something maybe difficult, where endurance has been required. So I'm expecting that we're going to see some major breakthroughs in this reading, but we'll see what comes up. I'm expecting also that we're going to see a straightforward path, but again, we'll see what comes up. Do take a moment before I lay cards down. I've got a couple that are going to lead out our reading. Already just have come out of the deck as I've been shuffling. Before I carry on though, I'd like you to take a moment, pause if you need to allow in your mind's eye to fix on an object or an item, a letter or a word, something that perhaps we might find in the charms. Just allow something to come forward. Don't make a judgment about it. It doesn't have to align with the charm. Just see what comes to mind, and then see what comes up inside of the charms. Okay, which we'll do at the end of the reading. Okay, so what is the current vibe? The energy around you. Do we want to stick with the same deck? No. Oh, let's have a punch through here. Okay. Breakthrough point. What is shifting or asking to be seen? What is shifting or asking? Okay, can we just shuffle these a little bit more carefully? I don't know if have you been finding that you're just impatient and you're wanting to get out of the starting blocks? I've got that sense. I feel like I've had to keep going back over something and restart. Not sure if I'm getting it right. Maybe some perfectionism here. So this is the breakthrough point, and we want the power move. Which deck? This deck? Yes. Yes. Okay. What is your aligned next step? What is your power move here? Nice. Let's just see this. You might have been both experiencing restriction, perhaps attachment, and perhaps you may have been obsessive and relentless in your pursuit of something here. I want to see what's on the bottom of these decks. What's on the bottom of this one? High Priestess. What about this one here? Two of Pentacles, although a bunch did fall out. So I'm just going to park them here, and we'll see what relevance they have as we go further into the reads. Okay. So, your current vibe, I did see this as I was placing them down. The Ten of Swords. So we've got the Ten of Swords and the Ten of Cups, and I want to unpack this a little more, and I'll tell you why. It is because with the Ten of Cups, we have this beautiful scene of family. Family at the dinner table. They look like they're eating out in a restaurant. and it's come on top of the Ten of Swords. So you might have been in the wars, in and around family. But I want to get a bit more clarification. With the Ten of Swords, what are we talking about, please? What is the current energy? This Ten of Swords, what is it pointing to? Because I feel like it's possible that this Ten of Cups is not speaking directly to the Ten of Swords, although it might be. But it feels like this energy, this is what's been and this is what's coming in. I'm just seeing the Four of Wands on the bottom of the deck, by the way, which is really nice. I feel like some stability is coming in here, where it's been a hard graft. If you're looking at the Ten of Swords here and the Devil there, sort of, I'm really wondering how restricted or what it is you've been dealing with, where you've had to maintain some balance here or find your groove, and you probably had to go deep to be able to do this. But can we see what the Ten of Swords is talking about? Five of Swords, Four of Cups. This looks like an inside or a battle with yourself, a battle with your inner conflict, or a battle with inner conflict, a battle to stay engaged and to believe. Yeah. A battle to see the light, a battle to basically harmonize, self-harmonize, to bring yourself now to this Ten of Cups. I feel like this is the break. I feel like this is the breakthrough. Right? I think this is going to be a real fast read, actually, and I'm happy for it. So, you've been through some tough stuff. I feel like if you're here for confirmation that roses, things are coming up roses, and I'm confirming that is the case. So I'm not sure what stage you're at here with this vibe, because this feels like a transformation in process. But the energy here and now that's coming through that you should be seeing signs of is Ten of Cups, which is really sweet, beautiful energy where you're able to enjoy your family, which probably extends into your community. And this can be your soul family as well. So this can talk to both your immediate family, or your birth family, your blood family, or your extended family, or your family around the world. But your connections, your relationships with the people that you consider to be family. And just general unity. I mean, because you could consider the whole world to be family, and that would be, consider the rest of the world an extension of your family, I guess, in that instance. So that's what I see in terms of the energy around you and your current vibe. Your breakthrough point, what is shifting or asking to be seen? You are almost done walking away from whatever you needed to walk away from. right? This talks about finding the sun, right? Walking towards the sun. So you're walking away from what hasn't been working in order to find your ninth cup and to walking towards the sun. Well, here you have it. You found it. Right? And here we go. Another version of the sun in the form of the Ace of Pentacles, which is a seed that is being planted here. And you are planting the seed. I want to see this one. Okay. I want to see here. Oh, we're going to have all sorts of colours on the deck today. There's no definite aesthetic here. It's a cacophony of colour. Probably. We'll see what happens. So, what is being planted here with the Ace of Pentacles? Oh no, we've got some coordination happening in the colour. So far, the Lovers, the Fool, you're making a choice here. You're making a choice. And you're making a choice to take a leap of faith. With the Fool. So we've got the Lovers, the Fool, the Four of Swords, Five of Cups, Hanged Man. So I feel like we hear what you're walking away from. So we've got the Four of Swords, Five of Cups. Five of Cups talks about sorrow, talks about loss. So I want to unpack these. I can see why this is what we're using to explain or to talk about this Ace of Pentacles. But in the Lovers here, we have this couple choosing each other. And choosing a new start, right? So this can relate to you and another person, or it can relate to you in a situation. But what we have is you, what I see is you making a choice. And being excited about it. And this is the seed that you're planting. What you're walking away from here is any sorrow or loss that you might have experienced with a person from the past. We've got two characters in here. So, I mean, and this might be, you know, this choice might be this person, or you both might have chosen each other, or it could be that you've chosen to go your separate ways, and this is talking about you and, like I said, another situation or another person. So, you know, each situation is going to be different, but you'll know what this is in reference to, because you've already in your heart made a choice here, and it's just a case of implementing it if you haven't already. Four of Swords. Okay. So, the Hanged Man. Okay, I see. You might be still on the verge of making this choice, actually. Do you take a new start? And the reason I say that is because the Hanged Man is here. I'm not going to show this card because it's not going to go down too well. It's literally the Hanged Man. And, yeah, it's not something we want to see on screen. So yeah, you might be still in the throes of making a choice, but this is what's asking to be seen, for you to make a choice to take a leap of faith towards what it is that is in your heart, that is letting go of the Five of Cups. letting go of whatever the sadness you're holding on to still, whatever the grief is, allow yourself to integrate that. Give yourself with the Four of Swords the rest that you need in order to gain clarity. Seek. I see in this card, Four of Swords normally or usually talks about resting, sleeping perhaps. But in this card, there are 4 people that are in the water. And one is giving first aid to another. Well, actually, one is talking to another person and one is giving first aid. So, it might be that it's good for you to seek out counsel, to talk about what it is you've experienced with this 5 of Cups, in order to gain perspective with the Hanged Man. Like, talk to people that you trust, or a person that you trust. Trained therapists are always good, but you might have a good friend as well that you can talk through what it is you've experienced. And one of the things I will say about, someone who is good at listening is somebody who offers you a mirror so that you can see your own answers for yourself. It's one of the best ways to work out what's true for you, is to come up with your own answers. That way you are also taking responsibility for your own pathway forward. But yeah, that's what I see here in what's shifting or asking to be seen. You are walking away from this. And the question for you to ask yourself is, what are you walking towards now? What is it you're planting? What is the choice you're making? Because you will be making a choice. And the choice you're being asked to make is one that gives you, or that is a leap of faith with the Fool and the Fool's journey. Okay? Pretty exciting. I dig this for you. So, in your heart of hearts, there's going to be either a person or a situation that is going to be for you a new start. Plant the seed. Walk away from the grief. Walk away from the past, and don't let it define you moving forward, because today is a new day. You can take the memories with you, but you just don't have to carry the pain forward anymore. Okay, power move, your next aligned step. What deck am I using? Okay, well, we're going to go full Monty on... No, not that one. I thought we were going to go full Monty. This one? Nope. This, yes. I thought we were going to go full Monty on the colour. Colour difference. But, on the cacophony of colour. But no, we're going with a deck that's in greens and browns now. I thought we were going to use a black and white deck. So... Power move, your next aligned step, group number 3. Oh gosh, this is beautiful. The Hierophant and the 10 of Cups. Oh my God, I love it. So we've got the Ace of Wands, the Hierophant, and the 10 of Cups. Okay, so I'm seeing passion here, and we've got the 6 of Cups. This is gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. I see you committing to your family, right? This could involve a significant other, because in this one I'm seeing the 2 swans and a family of ducklings or gooselings. Forgive me, swanlings. I think they're swans. They're definitely swans. Yeah. I don't think they're called swanlings, but, Today, Matthew. Let me just grab my feather. There's a commitment here. There's a commitment. The Hierophant is often talking about tradition and upholding tradition. And so like, you're going to have to take what resonates, because, if it in different, depending on what your situation is, we can be talking about different things. We can be talking about commitment to upholding family traditions. Right, whatever this is, I better preface it with this Ace of Wands. It is the Ace of Wands talks about the spark, right? It talks about the ignition point. So I see your breakthrough, or rather your power move, right? The next step you take is to ignite this, right? So if we look at your breakthrough point, where it's like you recognize that, right, what's been in the past is being left in the past in terms of pain, heartache, right? The pain and heartache is being left in the past. You're walking forward with your experiences, forward with your knowledge, ready to embrace a new day and make a choice for what it is that's in your heart. So here's where we get to the good stuff, the power move, your next aligned step. It's like the flame is a light. Whatever it is you're passionate about here in the Lovers, whether it is a person or a situation. Like, for example, it could be a work choice. It's not necessarily what I see here. It's just that the Lovers isn't always just about another person, although it does indicate here that it probably is. So, but yeah, I see you making a choice right there. And and of course, when I'm looking at this card, I'm like, yeah, it's probably a person. It's probably a person or persons. And when I say persons, I'm talking about family. So, like I said, you could be making a commitment towards your family. So, it could be that either you are what's really interesting here is that I really get this feeling that this doesn't have to apply to everybody, but you could have been in a relationship with a significant other. You could have had children to this person. And you're finally deciding that it's time to tie the knot. Because, I'm getting marriage vibes here. But you could have been with this person for long enough where it's like, yeah, it's time to do the thing. Right? This is what the Six of Cups is talking about. Oh, we've got the Four of Wands behind it. Oh, God, that's awesome. Marriage. I'm seeing marriage here. I'm seeing a choice for marriage or for union. With this person who is the embodiment of a soulmate, basically. This is soulmate energy, the Six of Cups. I mean, it talks about kindred spirit, talks about nostalgia. It talks about, when we say soulmate, it's usually because there's this feeling of connection from the past. So, this is somebody that you've been with for an extended period, or somebody that you have, determined as a soulmate. So, yeah, that's what I see, and I get that, there's inner knowing here. I mean, there is detachment here. Attachment. And the devil has sort of factored in here. Don't let the devil run your show, though. This energy, the devil energy, is really useful when it comes to getting jobs done, or when it comes to fun times. Well, but you want to moderate that a little. But yeah, just so that things don't end up out of control. But yeah, that's what I see. I see your next aligned step is making it's like making the choice allowing the spark to, allowing the ignition of steps towards a formality around family. Let me just see if there's any other information, although I think we've kind of covered it. Is there anything else here? So you'll know what this relates to. I'm so kind of like reluctant to dig too much deeper, because I might get taken right down a rabbit hole, and I'm quite happy to wrap this reading up. Is there anything else? I'll just take one more. The sun. Oh my God, that's beautiful. Your next aligned step, your power move. We've got the sun coming out again. Here it is here. Here it is here. I'm just going to say that it's allowing yourself and your wants and your needs and what lights you up to be seen. Relationship is a factor here. Family is a factor. Okay? And we've got the Empress on the bottom of the deck, by the way. That's behind the Empress. Three of Wands. Just going to put these over here. Well, here's an interesting pair. Right, I'll pay that no mind for now. I just want to focus on the sun as I close out this reading and then bring the charms up. This period, like we found, right, stop, start, stop. Oh, well, actually, you weren't there when I was doing stop, start, and feeling like there's been a waiting period. And I called it a period of endurance, but also, there's been a wait between starting this set of readings and finishing it. So, and I get that with this group here and that Six of Cups that we saw. It's like there may have been a period between whatever it is you needed to resolve within yourself, for yourself, and this action that you're taking here to formalize your commitment to family. Congratulations in advance. Whatever it is you're deciding to do here that involves higher knowledge, higher I was going to say higher learning, but, I'll take what resonates out of that one. But certainly spiritual and conventional commitment and or approach to this family and likely a significant other. Somebody who, look at these two children, who is either giving you children or is a person you experience the expression of your inner child with, or both, giving you children and who you're experiencing your inner child with. I think this is gorgeous. I absolutely love your reading. There's sun, 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 and all of this light coming through on what looks like has been a very tough period. Well done, Group 3. Just clapping for you. Yeah. Okay. Selenite over there. Let's see what your charms are. I hope you have taken the time to bring something to mind. If you haven't, pause now, because I'm about to pull these charms. Are you ready? Let's go. Let me just pull this out over here. There. Can move these. So I need a space actually. We don't need these here. Let's put these back in the box. This goes over here. Okay. I love the fact that this has been a really straightforward reading. I think you've got yourself sorted, group 3. I think you're very clear-headed, even in spite of the time it might have taken you to get to this place. Right? I feel like it's taken you some time. Right, here we go. Okay. Oh, this is back in here, or maybe it never left. This is from the set of readings that I did for Lionsgate, the Eye of the Needle. Interesting. I'm just going to park it here. You might have seen that reading, perhaps, maybe. Yeah, or you might want to watch it. You might get some value out of it. Oh, that's so funny. This is also, I think, from Out of the Lionsgate. Right, not the same set of charms. It's just that I just wrapped up the Lionsgate readings. Finally got them online. I had to go through and edit, and I'm seeing something out of one of the groups here. Group 3. I can't remember. It was one that was hidden. But now I'm seeing what it was. It's so fun. So interesting. And same with this. Okay, never mind. Let me just focus on you. I am going to read out what I see here, and then, yeah, I'm probably going to do this organically, just FYI. So I'm not sitting here talking about it instead of doing it. We've got a frog. We have, I think this is Aquarius. We're at the star above them. But, you know, like I also see twins there. I'm going to call Aquarius and Gemini. Probably all the air signs, actually, and Libra. We've got the letter Z. We've got Talker here. Oh, not surprised. We've got that right underneath the air signs. Oh, look at this. What is this? I've never seen this one before. I've never seen this before. This is cool. This is a coin. It's Queen Elizabeth II. What is that? It's interesting. I don't know what it is on the front of it. It looks like a tree. And on the back is a hand that's holding or clasping I don't know if it's a rope or something, I'm not sure. But it just says Queen Elizabeth II on it again. Okay. We've got a Y. We've got the charm that for me represents the mammary glands. I'll go look that one up. We have a shell, a sheep. Oh, we've got Chewbacca. What is this one? It's a heart, love, and it has an arrow going through it. We have the word name, shore, F, C, a jandal. Anyone who calls it a thong? I'm not. Okay, it's a jandal or a thong. I was about to. Attempt to joke, but it was probably going to come out as cutting, so we'll just call it a jandal or a thong. I think, flip-flops is the other word, right? And we have a key that is also a flower, or a flower that is also a key. Oh, we've got one message. I think we've got two messages here. I hope they're good. I'm just going to park them over here. We've got, this for me represents Sagittarius. It's a bow and an arrow. I'm also in this moment hearing the poem Children from Khalil Gibran. It's actually less of a poem and more of a, oh God, what is the word? Parable. It's like a parable. But in that verse, it goes something like, let you be like the bow in God's hand, and your children like the arrows, and let thee make a bend you, that your arrows might fly far and free. It's something like that. It's really, really beautiful. But it basically, it's talking about allowing, like one of the opening sentences is, your children are not your children. They come from you, but they are not of you. They are their own, something like their own selves. You know, we are all in the image of God, and it's about recognizing everybody's sovereignty, especially our children. We may want to give them our dreams, but they have their own dreams. That's actually one of the lines in there. So, it's a thing. I don't know if it's as much of a thing these days, but it's something that I have seen some people do, where it's like, well, you should do this with your life, based on my experience, where this doesn't work. You should do something different, or you shouldn't do that. When really, like, to each their own experience. And that's what I see in this. But yes, also representing Sagittarius to me. We have an umbrella. Pink umbrella. We have another key. Yay for the keys. Another key. Okay. You have a set of keys here. I'm just going to park them all here. We'll see how many we've got at the end of it. We have a footprint. We have another word that says strong. We have a red jewel. Nice. We have a dog. Dog could be leaving the footprints. We have an anchor. So there's a theme going on here. So we've got the word strong and this anchor. There's a bit of masculine energy here, by the way. So I've got loyalty, strength, archer. We have a bike. And the crown on the back. Okay. We have the letter G. We have the letter V. We have an envelope. Anything on the envelope? It's a blank envelope, a mystery envelope. We have a Pegasus. No, it's a unicorn. We have the letter Z again. Did we have another Z? Did I see a Z? I think I did. Right, yeah, Z over there. 2 Zs. We have an N. We have an A. We have a peace sign. Come on, people now. Okay, I can't remember how it goes. We have an E, an A, and a U. And there are 2 messages here. I can see a hammer and a spanner and another hammer. I might as well go around another hammer and a cone, like a road cone. Great work. Great work. All right. I'm going to tell you what I see on here. So those are all the objects. I'm just going to read a couple of messages that I see here and the stamp. So we do have this little guy here. He's a little squirrel standing with his face to the sun. So another sun. Lots of sun coming your way. It could be that, it's very sunny where you are too, but I would say this is metaphorical, that you are about to experience the sun where perhaps you've been in the dark for a little while. Okay? I'll read this. Stamp 2. We've got someone poring over books. Gustav Drobner, Leipzig. Seems to me to be German. Okay, put him there. And I want to have a look at these so I know which one I'm ending off with. Oh, that's really cool. Okay, so this says, someone here has no intentions of committing. Not anymore. Not anymore. Just saying. Hope that's not triggering for you. I'm guessing you'll be laughing along with me, to be honest. Did I say the C and the F? I think I did. Okay, so these are the last two messages. This could be talking about the way you feel about someone else or the way someone else feels about you. Take what resonates. I'm going to guess it's about what another person feels about you. You are my dreams. You know what? But I find that it's mirror energy when it comes to another person. And I really feel this is a person as much as a situation. Like I said, this person that we see here in the lovers, this person is possibly the same person as here, possibly. But definitely is, the same, the swan that's in this image here. With the swan. Let me just hold it up for you. And the swanlings. I wonder what a swanling is actually called. Swanette. No, I know that's not a thing. Okay, never mind. I'll look it up later. Yeah, so you are in my dreams. Yeah, likely you haven't been able to... Well, actually, I've got no idea, because every situation is going to be different. And you are my wish. Okay? Group number 3, that is your reading. I hope you got value out of it, and I wish you all the best. Wish you all the best. Beautiful read. Thank you. Thank you for being here so that I can do this amazing read. All right. Bye for now.